Right, so I had a bit of a disaster earlier as I actually went live with this video. Luckily, it wasn't a long live stream. It was only about 25 minutes, nearly half an hour. And I looked at the Wi-Fi symbol and I thought to myself, yeah.
Emotional damage!
Because I've got something else uploading at the same time. So my neighbour's Wi-Fi can't handle a big file uploading that's like over a gigabyte while streaming at the same time. So I'm going to have to do this video again, which I don't mind. And yeah, giving you guys the content, because I can't let you guys down like that. And I also can't give you content where the connection's goofy. I can't do that to you again. You know what I mean? I've been rightfully trolled for that. So yeah, anyways, let's get into it.
The only thing that's quite difficult to admit is that United have now had a better season than Arsenal.
It's not difficult, it's true.
So
they had a better season than you.
And you.
Robbie always does that. Jesus Christ. Now, anyways, excuse my manners, but yeah, this video is basically Robbie, AFTV Robbie or DR Sports Robbie at this point, sticking to his guns that Arsenal had a better season than the League Cup winners. Because in 2023, he said Arsenal had a better season than Man United, even though Man United won the League Cup in 2023. Despite we finished second with nothing. Last season, we finished second with a Community Shield. We got handed out into the previous August. And Man United won the FA Cup and Liverpool won the League Cup. But he's sticking by his guns that we had a better season than Liverpool. That's what he ends up saying. So let's get into it.
No, but if they had a better season than you,
well, we've had a better one than you.
No, hold on. As I said,
this is nice, isn't it? Straight back into it. Get in there. Let them all squabble. I don't know. I'm 8 foot, do I know?
I said it different, and actually, Flex agreed. They've had a more successful season because they won a trophy. They haven't had a better season.
Yeah, he played the word game because he knows we've been in Man United's position before, 8th for the FA Cup. You know what I mean? So he has to then turn around and say, you know, well, they've had a more successful season, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? But what did I tell you, man, before? I told you, man, before, if it was League Cups that we were winning like we were FA Cups, right? He'd be saying the same thing. He'd be saying, oh, Liverpool had a better season than us because they won the League Cup, but Man United didn't because they won the FA Cup. I'm telling you.
They've had a horrendous...
I'd rather have that, though.
Listen. I've been in a position that Flex has been in, right? Where we won... I'm not even going to say the... Remember, I think it was 4 or 5... How many years ago? We won that FA Cup.
Yeah, 2020.
We beat Hull.
2014,
that time I was like, we had a good
10
season.
years, yeah.
The whole one. We weren't great in it. But that time we beat Villa and we won it, I remember interviewing fans and fans were like, yeah, FA Cup, fantastic. But the league, we want to challenge for leagues. We want to go for leagues, right? You know, how many more times we're going to win the FA Cup? Because we've won it more times than any other team. It's a great thing to win.
My trophy.
Yeah, like when we were winning FA Cups and when we started winning it again in 2014 and then we retained it in 2015, it was a case of what we're going to do from here. We're going to push up the table, you know, because this is under a manager that's won league titles for Arsenal and 2 of them being doubles. One of them being invincible, so there was no excuse to end up being a cup team under Wenger. Like what Wenger did in his later years at Arsenal, that's what you'd expect another manager to be doing. You'd be expecting the next manager to come in and win some cups and get top 4 and whatever. Not Wenger. You know what I mean, imagine if Fergie just had United being a top 4 team like that, and you just win FA Cups. Not good enough. End of the day, you're going to be saying, look, you leave so somebody else can come in and take us to that next level. Because Champions League, you're not doing it.
They saved us. They saved their season, but Flex is not getting it twisted. They had a horrendous season.
No, they're worse.
Right, and if they had such a great season, they wouldn't be talking about sacking the manager, would they? Right?
What a fan.
Well, it's because the league form does actually trump trophies to a degree. Like, if you win the League Cup and finish outside the top 4, your job would still be on the line. If you win the FA Cup and finish outside the top 4, your job's still on the line. Even if you win the Champions League but you finish outside the top 4, your job could still be on the line. Whereas if you finish second with no trophies, you're more likely to be given a chance. You know what I mean? And it's this whole top 4's a trophy mentality. That's what it is, really. The whole top 4's a trophy mentality, you know, it's just it's a disgusting mentality because it just celebrates failure in the end.
And for you to be sitting there like you've had some great season.
I've had a great season.
No, you didn't. You wanted it
Knocked
to
you out the cup.
You wanted it to
Came third.
Bro, you didn't.
League Cup.
Listen, you
Beautiful
and no
season.
one on this table beat Arsenal in the league. So just relax.
Oh, but what about...
But that doesn't mean that Liverpool didn't have a great season. I mean, I don't think winning the League Cup and finishing third is classed as a great season, but it's a good season. Better than ours. You know what I mean? Better than ours.
You did the send off for Klopp.
about
Do you
the cup?
think a manager?
What about the cup?
A manager of your stature.
Going
What about the cup? But then how did that end up?
Better than you, though.
Yeah, but you didn't win the FA
Still
Cup.
better. Yeah, because we beat
Hold on.
you.
Listen, let me
You
just
have a better
say,
season than
Forcing it
Arsenal.
now.
100%.
Robbie's forcing it now.
no, you didn't. You didn't.
That's what we
Robbie,
said.
what
We have
are
a
you
better season.
talking
Like, we
about,
got
mate?
third in the Carabao Cup
What
last
are you
year and said
talking
that.
about?
You had
It's better than yours
a
as well.
more successful.
Even you had a better
team
season
of
than
your
Arsenal last
stature.
season,
Yeah,
mate.
that's what I mean.
You know what? Is that what's come to Liverpool now? It's great winning the Carabao Cup. It's
better than what you
the
won.
league. You
It's better than what we did last season. I mean, it's better to come out with a League Cup than a Community Shield. We've only won the damn League Cup twice in our history, and we've been runners-up the most bloody times. It ain't good enough.
the league.
Better than what you won. You bought the league last year.
Oh, he's lost it.
This is just
No,
ridiculous.
I'm just saying
I'm
because
on
the
it,
way,
if
you
you
know
are.
what it is, right? The
I'm
way
on
he's
it.
come in,
This is ridiculous.
the way
I'm
he's
on it.
come in, they've given their
But they
greatest.
have one. But he has won a trophy.
Hold on, hold
What
on.
have you won, Robbie?
They have won a
They were
trophy.
talking about
They've won the certificate.
Listen,
They've
hold on.
actually won a
You
trophy.
can't talk about trophies.
I'm telling about
How
what
dare
they've
you?
won. I'm not talking about
How
us.
dare
I'm
you?
talking
You
about
don't
what
need to
they
deflect.
won.
Stay out.
Just
She's right. But at the same time, apart from Chelsea as well, you know, United, Liverpool, and Arsenal did come away with some silverware compared to Chelsea and Spurs. Not that ours should be celebrated to the point where it keeps Arteta's job, but let's call a spade a spade. If you look up all the silverware that we count when we say how many trophies our clubs won, right? Your Community Shield, your League Cups, your FA Cups, your Champions League and league titles, right? Those are things that are won every single season without fail, yeah? And it starts off with the Community Shield. That's the curtain raiser, right? Arsenal won that. The next trophy available to win then is the League Cup, which Liverpool won. The next trophy to come round, in previous times it used to be FA Cup, then the league, but the league title. That's won, and then the FA Cup finals played, and then the Champions League finals played. Obviously, Europa League and Conference as well, if you're in those. You know what I mean? So when you tally up, it is what it is, fam. You know what I mean? But fans trying to say the Community Shield don't count, fine. Then we've only won 32 trophies.
Oh yeah, it's
fine.
I'm arguing with.
Because it's
wait a minute.
just bollocks. Like it's such bollocks.
Wait,
not an argument.
I'm debating.
They've both had a more successful season than
I'm debating.
you and me.
I'm
all
debating
of us.
with AGT.
But all of us.
We're talking about trophies. You don't
He's
get
won a
involved.
trophy. He's won a
Stay out,
trophy.
man.
but
Stay
they're
Won a
out.
trophy.
about her
I'm not talking about
Stay
my
out.
club.
That's what I'm talking about. You.
I'm talking about
I'm
the
talking
general.
about
They
you.
all do
I'm
this.
talking about you as well.
What it is, I'm talking about you, right? The
with our
send off you gave your manager was
Ignore
a
the
disgrace.
What do you want them to do? Open
What have you got, though?
top
You gave
bar?
your
got to
manager
show
a
for it?
disgraceful send off.
What have you got to show for your season, though? Fuck
that.
Just a Community Shield, unfortunately. But we'd be shameless if we were to lord that up.
Listen.
Hold it up.
Listen. Just because you know we were better than you this season.
Proud to be first.
You know what I mean? They know we were better than them this season.
But they still won a trophy.
Proud
You
to be
can't
first.
argue with that.
Well done.
You keep saying, all you ever say to me is that everything is measured on trophies. They've won a trophy, they've won a trophy.
You know, so
argue on that.
so Liverpool did it on Saturday. I did the watch along here. And I bigged up United for their performance because they played really well. Nobody expected them to win that, and they salvaged their season by winning that FA Cup. But if you was to go into that boardroom at Man United, right, they are not pleased in general. Wait a minute.
Yeah, because as I said, the league form does trump cups. It's just how it is now. The league form does trump cups. If you finish good in the league and you don't win any cups, your job's more likely to be safe than if you was to not finish in the top four, for example, because top four is a trophy, and get an odd cup here and there.
They're not. Stop the comparisons right now, because I think if you
Hold
on. Wait. I'm talking from a the United board's point of view, right? They're not going to be happy with the fact that they're not in the Champions
League. They won the FA
Cup. They're Manchester United.
All right, if you.
They'll be happy they won the FA Cup, but yeah, we do know that the league form, it's gonna override the FA Cup triumph for them. Unfortunately, for how some of them may see it.
Well, no, listen, we as fans, we will look at, we say, a trophy. United are not going to be happy that they're not in the Champions League.
They still won a trophy.
Okay. So you think they're happy with that?
No,
why is
Ten Hag
happy that they won the
FA Cup?
Hold on, AGT. Why is Ten Hag's job at risk?
Were you happy when
Why are we arguing this for you?
Right?
Speak.
Listen, you're happy. You're happy. 1 second. You're happy on the day. It's a great day out. It's massive.
Now, look.
It's massive, and of course, it's something that's given them some pride for the season after a horrendous season. But in general, when the dust settles, when they sit down, they are not happy that they are not.
Oh, Robbie.
No,
okay, well,
I'm not involved with myself in this beef.
This is just a why.
Matisse,
I got bigger fish to fry.
Listen, I don't know, right?
We're not happy. No, we're not happy with the way the season went.
Listen, I think
it's all happy we're going to Wembley, but it hasn't just given them it hasn't just.
It's something to kick on from.
That's what I'm saying. It's what it actually has done is bred belief that actually he might be able to turn this around, and he's earned the right to see if he can.
Whereas Arteta really earned the right to say he can turn it around when he's had up-teen chances. That's the difference between Ten Hag and Arteta right now. For me, even though Ten Hag had the worst season ever, but then ended up winning the FA Cup, I would say see what he does next season. Especially for that Europa League as well. You know what I mean? Because that's your key into Champions League also, if you don't finish inside the top four, even though a club like Man United should be going for the title. I would say see what Ten Hag will do next season, but I think Man United might get rid of him.
So, look, me personally, and this is me actually being honest, you know me, I'm always on the banter thing.
Yeah.
If an Arsenal fan tries to come to me and start really talking, I will drop the whole 4 out of the last 4, 700 minutes, you ain't won nothing. But realistically, from a football perspective,
What's happened?
I actually just want to focus on us, because actually the worst thing that I do, and even as Man United fans, is we try and do this and then forget about our own thing, and then like the context of our own shit in-house, what we have to sort. This just means the manager should get more time. Let's see if he can change it around. There's examples out there where you can finish 8th with an FA Cup and go in a positive direction. Yeah. But the caveat is, the longer you go without actually winning silverware, questions start to be answered. But our league form is nowhere near good enough.
Remember,
I'm flexing right. I mean, the longer you go without actually winning any cups, you know what I mean? How long are you going to take that for? How long are the fans going to take that for? I'd be interested to know how much this fan base is going to take finishing second, let's just say, or in the top 4 with no trophies. How much longer before we start to say, look, it's time to get a cup now? We can't take this now. At least win the cup. It's like we've gone the other way around now. It used to be that we wanted to challenge as well as win the cups. And now we're challenging, but we're not winning the cups. It's like, well, okay, we want to win the cups as well. Let's challenging. You know what I mean? But anyways, that's where I want to leave it anyway. That's where I left it in my live stream. But I looked back on it and it was just terrible. I've probably been trolled hard because I had some numbers, of viewers in the chat. So it was probably, coming from where, viewing it and like, yeah, look at this dead-ass stream, struggling Wi-Fi and all that stuff, neighbours' Wi-Fi settings and all that. But anyways, like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, follow us all our socials. The link is in the description below. And I will see you guys for my next video. Peace.